Yeah, runs beneath the sky. Before churches rang bells, before laws were ink on paper, the North spoke in thunder, ice cracking truth into the air. Gods were not gentle here, they bled, they failed, they knew the world would end and still chose to fight. Odin hung himself on the world tree. 9 nights, no comfort, no rescue plan. Sacrifice before wisdom, pain is the price of sight. He didn't rule from a throne, he wandered missing an eye, listening more than commanding. Knowledge in the North was never free, it was earned in frost and silence. Thor was injustice, he was forced, the sound of inevitability. Mjolnir didn't judge right or wrong, it ended arguments. Thunderous punctuation, giants reminded daily that chaos has consequences. The sky shook when he walked, not because he was kind, but because order needs violence to survive entropy. Loki wasn't evil, he was disruption incarnate. Truth's uncomfortable shadow, every system needs a flaw to expose itself, and Loki was the crack in the wall, the laugh before collapse, the question no God wanted to ask. Without him, Ragnarok never comes. Without him, Ragnarok never comes. Without Ragnarok, the lie of eternity survives. Frey rule fertility and peace, but even abundance requires defense. Love in the North was never soft, it was survival wrapped in tenderness. Freya cried tears of gold, not romance. Lost refined in the value, she taught that grief isn't weakness, it's memory, refusing erasure. Tear gave his hand to bind the wolf. Law enforced through self-mutilation, justice meant sacrifice, not applause. Fenrir bit because trust was broken and the gods knew it would happen. They did it anyway, responsibility means accepting the cause. Hell rule, not punishment, but consequence. No fire, no screams, just the weight of what you live with. Death wasn't moral here, it was final accounting. The norms will fake without mercy, even gods couldn't negotiate. Free will existed, but outcomes were non-negotiable. Choice mattered, escape did not. Ragnarok was never a warning. When I go, Ragnarok, when I the ghost, Ragnarok never called warning. It was a certainty, the gods didn't try to prevent it. They prepared a meter stand and Odin dies to the wolf. Thor kills the serpent, then walks 9 steps and falls. Fire cleanses the old order and the world sinks only to rise again. That's the lesson modern minds can't stomach. Even gods are temporary, but honor echoes longer than power. The North didn't worship immortality, it worshiped courage knowing the end. So when you feel the cold truth in your chest, that instinct can stand anyway. That's not weakness, that's memory. Runes carved in the bone, gods fading but not gone. Because myths don't die, they hibernate in blood. Let the